Welcome back, guys. On this video, we are talking about what we are expecting on Janak. So, obviously, Memories Lost Drama is a current track we are in the show, but on this episode, we are continuing to see how finally Rishi not really regain his memory fully on this episode, but his step of recovering his memory and things that have happened in the past, and he's questioning everybody, and obviously, they're trying to lie in order to protect his memory, but he keeps regaining his memory. And now Aditi and others who doesn't want him to be with, Janang are panicking that he might recall and leave them and go back to Janang. So without wasting your time, let us jump straight into the video of today on Janang.
The episode begins with Anirudh taking Janak to his house and saying it's one of his houses, and they will stay together from now on. Janak asks him what about Aditi. Anirudh tells her that not everyone can get everything, and it won't be a loss for Aditi if she gets one house less. Janak asks him what about Arshi. Anirudh tells her that he stayed with everyone except her, and he gave nothing to her. So he wants to stay with his younger daughter now. Janak asks him how he can leave everyone. Anirudh tells her that they don't need him, and why she should face insults when she has her own home. Janak asks him to return to his home because they are also his responsibility. Anirudh tells her that she will leave if he leaves. Then, Janak tells him that she is already staying in the teacher's place, and she will get a place in the hostel soon. Anirudh asks her whether she won't stay with him. He says he dreamt of living with her when he learned she was his daughter, and asks whether his dream won't become true. Janak tells him that she never got so much happiness, but she also had few wishes, and one of them was staying with her father. She calls him Baba and hugs him. She requests him to return home. Anirudh refuses to change his decision. Janak tells him that she can't stay there. Anirudh tells her that she is mature enough to make her decision, and he will stay there so she can come to meet him sometimes. Janak agrees. Anirudh asks her to stay tonight at least. He says he wants to talk to her so much. Janak agrees. On the other side, Aditi enters Rishi's house. Tanushree asks why Aditi looks stressed. Aditi replies that she is fine. Nila thinks Aditi is hiding something definitely. Tanushree asks Aditi to tell the truth. Nilu says maybe Aditi is worried about the future, because if Rishi regained his memories, then Aditi couldn't even meet him, and Janak will return in Rishi's life. Aditi says it's not like that. Tanushree says she won't let anyone stop Aditi from meeting Rishi. Nilu says Janak and Rishi's marriage will become invalid if they can overturn Rishi and Aditi's divorce then. Aditi says she doesn't know what to say. Nilu says Janak is selfish, and Janak did black magic definitely. Dadabai hears this and asks Neela not to talk like this. Neela tells him she is right. Dadabai asks Aditi to not forget Rishi, said he loves Janak when he remembered everything. Tanushree says after losing memories, Rishi remembers Aditi, not Janak, and it proves Rishi loved Aditi only truly. Dadabai says first love sometimes changes. He asks Aditi not to forget she got divorced from Rishi. Aditi says love happens just once, and her love is Rishi only. She tells him that Rishi remembers her only and that truth won't change. Dadabai asks Aditi not to hope for the things that don't belong to her. Tanushree says she won't accept Janak no matter what, and only Aditi is this house's Lakshmi for her. She blames Janak for Rishi's condition. Dadabai reminds her that Janak brought Rishi home. Aditi asks him what he wants her to do. Dadabai says Aditi should forget Rishi for her sake, and Aditi can't become more than a friend for Rishi. He tells her that she is young and she should reunite with Kaushik. He tells Tanushree that Janak will keep this house happy. Meanwhile, Rishi notices Janak's photos on his camera. He wonders what her photos are doing in his camera when he doesn't know her at all. He gets glimpses of his past. Aditi comes there and asks him what he is doing with his camera. Rishi shows Janak's photos to her and asks what Janak's photos are doing in his camera. Aditi deletes Janak's photos. Rishi asks her why Janak is everywhere. Aditi asks him to calm down. She says Rishi would have clicked Janak's photos during his mission, and she deleted those photos. Rishi scolds her for deleting all the photos. He gets furious and starts breaking things. Everyone comes there. Dritaman asks what happened. Rishi tells Dridaman everything. Aditi asks him to calm down. Abhimanyu says now Aditi can't handle anything. Putul asks what photos Aditi deleted. Aditi says Rishi was stressed seeing Janak's photos. That's why she deleted the photos. Putul taunts Aditi. Indumdi asks Putul to stop it. Sandbadi says Aditi is trying to ruin Rishi's life. Abhimanyu tells Rishi that he will be the happiest when the latter remembers everything. He asks Aditi whether she doesn't want Rishi to become fine. Aditi says she cares about Rishi still. Rishi says he wants to know why Aditi deleted the photos. Dridaman asks Rishi to try to remember. Anirudh waking Janak up. Janak says she was in deep sleep. Anirudh tells her that food is ready. Janak tells him that she should have cooked for him. Anirudh tells her that it was his surprise, and he took maid's help. Janak tells him that she is feeling lucky that he is her father, and she wants to ask God to make Anirudh her father in every birth. But she has wanted to get his love since the beginning. Anirudh tells her that that's possible in this birth. Janak tells him that he has an elder daughter and wife. Anirudh tells her that he will be waiting for her in this house. Janak says his family must be worrying because he switched off his phone. Anirudh tells her that he wants to spend this day with her only. He asks her to get freshened up and come downstairs. He goes to maid Kunti and thanks her. Kunti leaves from there. Janak comes there and notices food on the dining table. She tells him that he prepared so much for her and thanks him. Anirudh tells her that he is glad that she gave this chance to her. Janak tells him that she gave so many tests in this life and she misses Rishi so much. But she is happy Anirudh did all this for her. Anirudh tells her to sit and eat breakfast. Jhanak starts eating and says it's really tasty. She says she never ate anything like this. She asks him to eat. Anirudh cuts Arshi's call. Jhanak notices that. She tells him that she doesn't want him to ignore his family because of her. Anirudh attends Arshi's call. Arshi scolds him for ignoring her calls. She learns Anirudh is with Jana and scolds him. Anirudh scolds her too and disconnects the call. He asks Jhanak to continue her breakfast. On the other side, Tanushree asks Abhimanyu what happened to him and why he told Garkei Lakshmi to leave the house. Abhimanyu asks what Aditi did to get this prestigious tag. Tanushree tells him that Aditi is taking care of Rishi, and Jhanak left Rishi alone. Abhimanyu says Jhanak left the house due to his mistake, and they should be grateful to Jhanak. He tells her that she has been changed, and she is talking like Nilu. Tanushree asks him not to forget only Nilu is taking a stand for Aditi. Abhimanyu says injustice happened with Jhanak, and Aditi moved on easily. Tanushree asks him what is wrong with Aditi. She reminds him that Rishi betrayed Aditi. She says all the men are the same, and they don't understand women's love. Abhimanyu asks her not to make it men versus women, and what rights Aditi has to return there. Tanushree tells him Aditi is not arrogant like Jhanak. That's why Aditi returned. And Jhanak wants them to beg her to stay there. But Aditi came to take care of Rishi. Abhimanyu tells her that he can't talk to her. Indumti comes there. Abhimanyu says the doctor advised them to recreate Rishi's past. But Aditi is trying to bury Rishi's memories. Indumti asks them not to fight. Tanushree says Aditi is the right choice for Rishi. Abhimanyu says Aditi doesn't love Rishi. Tanushree leaves from there. Indumti tells Abhimanyu that Aditi is not harming Rishi. Later, Arshi gets angry seeing Anirudh. She taunts him for coming home finally. Anjana tells Anirudh that they were worried about him. She asks him where he went. Anirudh says he switched off his phone because he knows Arshi will do drama. Arshi warns him not to behave like this with her. She asks him how he can do this with his family for Jhanak. She scolds him for insulting her in front of Jhanak. Anjana tells Arshi that the maid may hear the latter. Arshi says everyone should know what Anirudh's character is. Anirudh says he came to say it's not possible for him to stay there, and he is shifting to the house that he bought for Jhanak. Arshi says Jhanak trapped Anirudh finally. Anirudh tells her that he bought that house with his money, and he can give that house to anyone. Arshi says only she and Aditi have rights to Anirudh's money. She threatened to kill him if he gave anything to Jhanak then. Anirudh yells at her. He says Jhanak is not interested in property at all, but Jhanak will get her rights. He says police won't spare Arshi if she did anything wrong then. Archie tells him that he won't be alive to give a complaint against her. Bablu says Janet can get one house. Archie insults Bablu. Anirudh tries to slap Archie but controls his anger. Archie asks him to slap her if he has guts. Then she holds his hand. Anirudh pushes Archie. Anjana asks him what he did. Archie tells Anirudh to see from jail what she does with Janak. She challenges to throw Janak out of the city. Anjana asks Archie not to go to the police. Anirudh says he gave everything to Archie already, and now he just wants to take care of Janak. So Archie can't harm Janak. He leaves from there. Archie screams she will bring a storm. The episode ends.